Whether you are a graphic designer, web designer, or photographer, we all need to write titles and paragraphs. Typography is at the heart of communication. In this video, we will learn the necessary tools of Photoshop to write text. The way to write in Photoshop is through the Type tool. A Type tool is a vector tool for writing texts, titles, and paragraphs. Its keyboard shortcut is simply the letter T. To write titles, you just have to choose the area to write and then press the mouse cursor, then write. For example, Light Academy. To write paragraphs, stay with the mouse cursor, and drag to create a text box in the form of a rectangle, and then start writing your paragraph. To have an example paragraph without wasting too much time writing, after creating your text box, go to the text menu, paste lorem ipsum. The lorem ipsum, also called false text, is in print, a series of words without meaning used provisionally to calibrate a layout, the final text replacing the false text, as soon as it is ready or the layout is completed. In the toolbox, this tool consists of 4 types of text. First, the horizontal type tool. This allows you to write text horizontally, like what we just wrote. Second, the vertical type tool, which allows you to write text vertically. Some graphic designer requires vertical text. Let's write one quick, write an example just to see how the tool works. Third, the vertical type mask tool. Write text by the selection, in other words, create text mask shapes vertically. It's very convenient to make the image effect in a text. Let us make one to see the tool. Import an image of your choice. The effect is very simple to achieve, just write its title in large size, of course. For the size, it is in the toolbar, then we type our title, for example, hello. After typing our text, we notice that it will not be filled, but a selection takes shape of what we typed. Then, we create a layer mask. Fourth, the horizontal type mask tool. Similar to the previous tool, but allows you to create text masks horizontally. We have some pre-configurations in the options bar of the tools, such as font change, size, etc. But to better customize and edit its text, you must go to the panel Character and Paragraphs. The Character panel is one of the fundamental panels of text editing. It includes several text editing options, starting with font change, and configuration of certain font types. By selecting the font name, you can change the font to another, with the keyboard arrows. The font will be more visible than selecting text by double-clicking on the mouse. Set the font size, that is, the size of the text, by assigning value or dragging pull, as in the Tools option bar. Set the kerning between two characters, that is, the space between two characters, or rather letters. Vertical scale. This means reducing or enlarging a vertical character. Set the baseline shift. That is to say, the space from the top to the bottom, in vertical, of the characters. In another way, this function is a deformation in vertically. Set the leading. This is the space between paragraphs. In developing a layout for a document with too much text, this type of option is widely used. Set the tracking for the selected character. This is the space of the letters between them. Horizontal scale. This is to reduce or enlarge horizontally. Set the text color. It is changed colors by the color picker. The character panel also acts on the paragraph, just as it acts on a title. However, for paragraphs, we have a panel dedicated to this, which panel paragraph. It allows setting the alignments between paragraphs, adding a space between paragraphs, and indents. We have indent left margin, indent right margin, indent first line, add space before paragraphs, add space after paragraphs. Hyphenate is the breaking of a word at the end of a line. At the top, there are several variants of alignments: centered, left, on the right, but also justifications. Justify on the right, in the center, left. Justify everything. Given that our text is a vector layer, it can be deformed with transformation tools, such as perspective, skew, tilt, etc. In the options bar of the tools when selecting the text tool, we have the option to distort the text. Distort text. This option allows you to distort text like the Microsoft Office Word art, to customize your text. This function has several types of transformations that can be managed and modified one by one. We have an arc, upper arc, lower arc, arch, bulge, etc. Each transformation is assigned inflection, deformation, horizontal and vertical, etc. To create stylish typography and titles, this transform panel is a good start.